check, mic check. 1 2 1 2. Mike Tizzle. Who's buying XNT at a fixed rate of $1 to $3? Ooh, that's not here. Oh, you just asking out loud. What up, Rolando? What's up, Frosty? What's up, Ernest? Zenthusiast. Obi-Wan Zenobi. We got leader in this motherfucker. What's up, you Zinians? The last one's left, the handful. I can count them on my finger. We chilling, bruv. It's so hot right now in fucking my area. Goodness gracious. Hot boys. Hot boys. Ooh. Hot boys. Baby, you got... That's how I feel right now, bro. It's like, it's way too hot out here. What's up, world? What's up, cyberspace? How's it going, internet land? It's your boy, Crypto Bruh, a.k.a. Mo World Peace to DJ / producer. Coming back again with another one of these Zen videos. And talking about Zen and its relationship to the overall markets. Because, again, I think we're slept on. And I threw some turbulence into the mix last week. Because, yeah, chaos is fun. And this is probably one of the only ecosystems where you can have, like, $1,000 and actually, like, cause chaos. Like, there's nobody here, bro. There's 0 people, just a few that know how it go. And that's what this is all about. All right, and Zen is a solo sport. It's actually not about community, because the community that you're a part of is way larger than just like the Zen community. Like, if once you become full blown Zenian, in my opinion, you're in a giant fight, right? Majority of the fighting that we do is based on mediocre crypto projects and how a lot of them usually bring bullshit to the table for their users. And again, Zen is 100% finished, immutable, no founding team, just a smart contract that makes an ERC20, right? And it has other elements of things that it can do to generate more Zen tokens. The contract will call them rewards, because they really are. There's a thing called the AMP. We know about that thing. That's what controls the rewards. And it gets to 1 at one point, and then realistically your rewards, I guess, is where I'm at with this whole OP thing right now. Is your rewards is what you believe is a reward, right? Not everyone's gonna think the rewards are the same. And that's just life, like, in life, it's red is blue, blue is red, depending on wherever the freak you are in the world. So the same thing goes on in Zen state. It really is based on the user and how in depth to their journey they are. And that's why I'm saying, once you really join the Zen world, the Zen mission of mediocre crypto projects, it's so much bigger than our tiny community, because our community is so much smaller than so small compared to how big this ocean is of mediocre shit that we can dominate. And yeah, man, with that being said, what's up? The fuck is up? You feel me? Your boy Crypto, bro. Today is June 23rd, Monday. Again, closer to 26 than ever before. Hot as hell in this bitch. I got on the fucking detective bucket right now or something. I'm glistening. It's out of control. Jovic is Jovic is the X1 equivalent to Yakub. Man, Yakub was going hard for a second there until the world decided to rug crypto. Then it rugged it. I saw Jack posting that regarding Sol staking whitelist. Oh yeah, I was just looking at that. I'll pull it up. I was just looking at that. But yeah. You know, XNT is definitely going to be something that you'll have to strategize. You know, it's only 10% of the staking, or the 10% of the supply is going to be in that pool that you're talking about. Damn. Hold on, let's see. I downloaded the PDF that they made. Open with Brave. But yo, before I show that real quick, yo, I'm working on this thing. I have a big brain concept here. I think I might be able to hack the world. Okay. I think I'm crazy enough. I think me and GPT are starting to understand this. Actually, most people don't even get it yet. But yeah, XEN might be. I've said this before because I was hoping somebody else would do it, but no one is here. So of course, I am the man that needs to discover the burning bush. So yeah, I've always said that XEN is fascinating because of the 1 amp, and I never got into it because I was used and abused on minting Zen. By the time this showed up, I got into base because of the time horizon. I thought the time horizon in Zen was more powerful than the greed, and that's where I was naive. That's really where my ignorance lives in Zen. A lot of people's ignorance lives there. People are fucking greedy. They're never not going to not be greedy. Look at the way the world's working right now. We're literally entangled with greed to push personal agendas on a world scale. Right? I'm just an American dude who's into crypto that plays music on the weekends. For my union workers that drive buses and just want to pop a bottle. Remember, yo, if you've never seen the like latest Dave Chappelle Netflix special, his last joke is probably one of the realest jokes that motherfucker said in a long ass time. And that's really the state of America right now, where people are pretty much too occupied with personal life to understand how complex the world is becoming. And how kind of like we're not necessarily losing grasp, but we definitely are starting to look LOL, you know? And again, I think it's based on our monetary system in America more than it is the person, because people would get up off their ass if there was motivation. So yeah, dumbing down the nation is just like definitely something I'm witnessing. And again, the fight is bigger in crypto because we're essentially trying to answer that. Like, you don't need to be an idiot. And we've been saying that shit, you know, I've been saying that shit. Like, you don't gotta be stupid. Like, drop that stupid man shit. That's the only reason I don't really vibe with Gym Rat Crypto's like direction, or anybody really that has that direction where it's like, I don't know. It's like, bro, you need to know. You're a grown up. You should take ownership so you can manifest bigger endeavors than, you know, the thing you won't own, which is probably very small. So yeah, we got to respect XEN. You have to respect it. You're living in ignorance if you decide to act like it's not doing what it's doing. And that, unfortunately, it's a very big unfortunate event. But Ethereum Zen will always suffer for at least 2 more years, 3 more years. I mean, if you really want to be real, it's really until it's at 1. All right. So I like Zen. I like the minting formula. That is what attracts me to it. Maintaining, you know, my vibe, I guess, or trying to explore how this is different than anything in crypto. It really is looking for these angles within the minting formula to see where we can bring imaginary value, because that's all it is. Everything is imaginary. And we're just getting tied right back into the bullshit all over again. And this is what we're supposed to be getting away from. But it's just, again, the poor people do not have the funds to change the world. It's impossible. It's literally impossible. Again, it's impossible. You're doing the impossible. The most realistic thing is to beat them with numbers. That's what I'm starting to really see with the Zen thing. We have an opportunity here because it beats the system mathematically as if it was a chess game. Similar to Bitcoin. Bitcoin beat the real world, and that's why we have all this other bullshit. And we're starting to, again, go into stablecoins, right? Now, stablecoins are good and bad. Good because, hey, finally, somebody wants to buy this shit, right? Somebody wants to buy crypto, right? It's part of the game plan, strategic plan to XEN liquidity on Salana. So this came out by Jack Levin over the weekend and Fair Crypto and X1 team. You'll have to go and download it, right? Go find it in the investment Telegram. But the problem, launch volatility with snipe bots. And the solution, whitelist launch with Meteor Alpha Vault. How to join the whitelist, requirements, deposit $100 worth of USDC or SOL to our staking pool on Salana. Funds are fully refundable and users and remains users owned. That should be backwards, or it remains, you keep the value of it. The deposits can be made prior to the TGE and the mainnet launch. So yeah, they had dropped this, and they also dropped here, let's see if we can find it on Jack's concepts. Jackie boy. So Jack had posted this. It's a little sneak peek of his concept. It's kind of funny. But yeah, so what's gonna happen, and that's why X1's on its way. And what you need to first get through your mind here is that this is corporate. They're being 100% corporate about the delivery of this blockchain so it can have some fucking legs. Because there's some actual shit here that might change the world. But it's really on you to believe on where the fuck you are in your own reality. In my reality, the world is definitely fucked. And it starts in the monetary system. That's why people decide to riot, because they don't got nothing to do. Fucking bored. They got the internet though, because that's cheap. That's cheap bandwidth, right? That's the problem, right? Right now, everybody's saying that they doom scroll too much. Scroll too much on your cell phone. Is that you? Right? You could reprocess that energy into something else, right? So again, I'm like, XNT is gonna be corporate. X1 is gonna be corporate. Now Zen is degenerate. That's why it doesn't have a founder. It doesn't have VC funding. It doesn't have front runners. It has front runners, but they front running for X1. They're not front running for the success of Zen. And that kind of goes back to what I was saying earlier, Frosty. We're talking future state majority of the time in my stream. So in the future state of Zen, when people stop believing in whatever the fuck they're believing in right now about it, that future state, that's when Zen's at its most raw. Because there's nobody around. I'm actually feeling it right now on OP. That's why I'm like, OP is a different beast, but it's okay. Not everybody is playing the game, because it's giving me more opportunity to kind of learn in this environment, because it's different than the base environment. And again, I like base because of the hyperinflation, but that takes a village to keep everybody from dumping. So this is cap. CBZN is cap. Y'all already capped it for me. Motherfuckers ain't holding that shit. So now we're just gonna have to wait for it to dump all the way. And I was thinking, around 25,000 in a market cap is where I could see CBZN before we start to naturally trade it back up because of the lack of inflation, and I can see you fools. Like, so it's like, it's fucking hilarious. It's a countdown for someone of my understanding now, because every day you sell, so that means I see the same wallets. I've already like looked. I'm like, oh, you only got 400 of these left, and that's it. Because there's still more lulls to go, and they come in months throughout this year. I'll show you that on XenPub. There's a lot of ways for you to see how Zen is moving, and that's why the more builders that show up and actually put value on top of these metrics, the closer we can get to, again, this concept that, yo, maybe you can turn the value of the AMP into a stable coin, because stable coins is just jargon at the end of the day. Stable coin is corporate, because you're essentially going to take a dollar in the real world and back it to the crypto project. You see what I'm saying? So like you're tangling the crypto project in the mess of today. But you have to. It's like it's the most catch-22 shit. And I've been like drilling this home all weekend, because it doesn't really make any sense. We all believe in stable coins, but they're not actually stable. Like right now, USDC is 99 cents. This is because it's backed by a treasury of dollar bills. So technically, yeah, it is a dollar, but it has to buy and sell and reprocess the treasure, essentially, to keep value alive, right? So it goes back to a dollar, and every human being psychologically can say, oh yeah, that USDC thing is a dollar, and then they can be like audited. And again, it's like all like, and now I'm like, okay, yeah, this is all just to keep everybody in cahoots. And it could save the country, you know. This could be the thing that stops the war. It's not, that's just one sunken idea that I have. We won't need so much political power if the people can get the power back, right? We won't have to lean so much on the government and the military if the people can get back the monetary system to reestablish order of whatever is happening, right? But I don't know how this shit's getting crazy now. It's not going to just be Bitcoin that changes it. It's going to be a whole bunch of things. And the stable coin is definitely a fun one, because it plays with like what you believe in. Like you're like, you know what I mean? Like, how do you spend, or what do you believe? Like, you believe that USDC is going to be a dollar, or have you already reprogrammed your mind that you're going to lose $5 to $10 using USDC due to slippage? And now you've got the slippage, you know, concept in your routine, like a lot of crypto people have done, because they've been trying to figure it out. So yeah, all these stable coins are experimental. There's going to be hella types of stable coins, and they're already, you can see, like trying to choke point USDC in America. It's fucking crazy. Market cap is only 61 billion. All right, I'm expecting a lot of these stable coins to start taking on different directions, and that's why, again, I don't see why we couldn't turn OP Zen's nature into a stable coin. It's a fucking word, but it's like all it takes is battle testing, and if it were to find stability, then it would be in question to the rest of the stable coins of like, well, what are we doing here? Why are we backing everything with the US dollar? Why does US dollar have to say that this has value? Right? It's like, I get all of the infra that comes with USD, but we see what comes with that infra when we could simply take our USD or our Bitcoins or our Zen or whatever and turn it into some other type of stable that's outside of the spectrum of USD governs. And it's you know, again, maybe this is a Satoshi thing inside of me, but I'm just really seeing it this weekend that everybody is here now. Liberty Finance, they have their USD1. I don't know why the fuck it's USD1, whatever. You know, you got your Justin Sun here with USDD, PayPal up in this bitch. Right? There's no real decentralized peg. And it's because we don't have fundamentals to to drive this. We don't have academia to drive this because everybody still has their hands in the honeypot called the dollar. Like, again, even X1 is going to have its hand in the honeypot called the dollar because it's corporate and it's attractive and it brings billions of dollars. So why not, right? If you have that reach, which Jack obviously has, like he's in fintech for 20 plus years, 30 plus years or so. He's been in fintech, in Web 2, in tech in general, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, following his style now, I see like how he is articulating this very big notion right now, right? And a lot of people, they're not getting this right now. They're just not getting it. So yeah, you might go and chase this XNT liquidity thing, but I'm not really going to chase it. Again, I've been telling you, you want to have Salana in general because Salana is the best. Solana is the best, okay? Best, and Solana has been in range for a long time now, over a year, in this $100 range, between $2 and $100. And actually today it's still at 130, so this is pretty much a stable coin too. Here, we'll go ahead and let the year hit the year on the Salana here. You can see there was some ups. If you were trading, you made a bag. If not, you're like me, you just held through. Yeah, you'll see this is kind of what I'm at with the Salana. Solana's been the same price for over a year. So we're literally living in this stupid repeat cycles where shit goes up, something stupid happens in the real world, and then we fucking stagnant, right? And this is where I'm like, yo, how do we really get crypto moving? Because this cycle is stupid. This cycle is fucking dumb. This does not feel like Satoshi's vision. This feels like everybody else's vision. I don't know who the fuck Satoshi is, so I guess that's everybody's vision because we don't know, right? It's a ghost or some shit. But yeah, Bitcoin fell off the record, or off this blah blah blah. And what's crazy is we are probably gonna go to war with Iran. So the battle test is on. Here we are. We're at that part where everybody talks about it years ago. What if we go to war with Ukraine? And then instead we got a war with Iran. I said Iraq earlier. I don't know, man. I'm just here. I just got here. Being in your 30s is crazy. It's like, shit, the fuck? I just got here. Y'all need to calm down. Yeah, so Bitcoin, again, I feel like it's living. It's alive. It's here. People want it. They want change, but they just haven't understood. They're just under the impression that this is the thing they need to orbit, and they haven't realized that maybe the energy from the earth is not what we need right now. Earth energy, says Bitcoin, but Zen. And this, yo, I have so many arguments for Zen being one of the best coins in crypto in general. And that's why I'm so fucking hurt that most of the people in Zen that have the actual coins don't understand what the hell they have. So they just sell it for pennies because it's pennies at this point, right? I see you have two types of people. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. We can see you because when you reward claim, you just go to the contract and you'll see that it's just like a few wallets. You just go to the contract. You can see here, you're going to see mint rewards. There's two types of ways you could see it. When you're on the contract, you can see the mint rewards. When you go to the token tracker, you'll see the bulks. See bulk rank. And that's why I know on CBZen is dead as fuck. 4 hours ago, and there's one wallet. Right? Here's some other people that showed up, but they're not obviously really mining. This person is totally mining. So there's one person that's going to have all of the fucking minted supply of CBZen because everybody has given up on it. But what you have not given up on is minting and dumping, which is fucking hilarious. That's why I'm like, bro, this game is hilarious. You actually see human behavior, or like this I can't trust my fellow man. Even me, bro, like right now I have like this funny thing in my head because I'm like, I need to get rid of this XEN because I can't trust you guys and you can't trust me. And that's just the real fact of the situation here. And Zen, it's so fucking real that yes, in crypto, you cannot trust your peer. You gotta wait for that shit to get all the way into the right hands. That's the only way for true progression to the next phase. Like, no blockchain is gonna bring that. Again, XNT is gonna be going through Salana, as it should, because yeah, there's too many vultures on Ethereum. There's too much classic PTSD on Ethereum, right? We're seeing it live in Zen, and people in Zen are trying to bring that PTSD to Solana. Like we see the way that you're articulating, trying to figure out how you can breach the gap of your concepts, but that's why they dropped this liquidity thing. And it's still funny again that people are super horny about this, but this is only 10% of the supply. There's only 10% of the X1 supply. You're gonna put all this energy into 10 fucking percent? Fuck that. I might get a few, but I don't have time to like figure that out. I think Zen still has a really big impact in X1 because it's the nomad journey. Like, again, the world will buy X1. It's a fucking L1 blockchain at the speed of light, ran by the 21st Googler. He even has 21 in his name. 21. His name is Jack too. It's so easy to say in interviews, Jack. Right? My parents aren't ghetto, but like they told me, they gave me a name so people could say it. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, bruh, all right. Guess easy name so people could say it. Same with Jack, but Jack had to make. I think he made his name Jack. His real name is Yokif. So yeah, I see people try to probably. I see people looking at this, and they're gonna move their attention here. So maybe this might cause another sell-off in Zen world, because y'all, they don't have enough. They're juggling the whole system. Right. The idea now, again, you're playing with ignorance if you like Zen. So stop being ignorant and just get in an OP Zen. Like, go and mint it. Right. Because if you're not doing it, it doesn't matter because people are fucking doing it. Right. So you're just exposing yourself to high inflation because you're the only person doing it. Like, this person, or how do you say it? If you're buying like CBZen, if there's one person that's mining all the CBZen, then at some point in 500 days, that's the sell pressure. That's why we want to decentralize the minting of Zen. We want to keep telling people to do it. You don't want to tell people not to do it, because then you jeopardize the supply in the future because you're not adding randomness, essentially. Right? Like, I've added so much randomness to OP Zen. I actually think that's just about to fucking explode because it's never seen this much chaos. I wanted to put this on CBZen, but the problem again, CBZen is the inflation triggers people to not want to hodl. They do not want the burden of hodling. So you can see this right here. This is like, right, a lot of the Zen is not coming from coin tools. It's on the side chains. They actually come from xeNFTs because due to the dank sharding or the blobs, gas fees have significantly changed, and it actually makes coin tools not efficient. You could pop it into GPT, but because on ETH, coin tools is efficient because they create crates that allow you to do the reusing of the wallet. How they say you save 90% on gas, but in the beginning stages when you create the crate, that's a big gas consumption concept. So on base chain and Optimism, creating that crate actually is redundant, and the chain doesn't let you push it through. Now on base chain, they'll let you push it through because they have 140 million gas units. But that's why I'm like, yo, it's not smart to use coin tools because you're limiting yourself in a lot of different areas and you're actually spending more money. But it's whatever, do whatever you want to fucking do. It's there. But intelligence is here. A lot of people have started to use xeNFTs, and that's why we now can kind of justify this ideology that, hey, maybe people really aren't here. Like, they're really not here anymore. Like, who's here is here, and how we work is how we work. Right? Zen's a solo sport, so it's not about bouncing off of each other. It's about providing yourself with a future destination, right? What is your future destination? Mine's, I guess, was to find the best Zen possible, because the minting formula is all that matters. And yeah, again, I didn't even like OP Zen. Y'all brought me here. I was dead ass trying to make CB Zen the best, but OP Zen definitely is a hard learn that you cannot fight inflation. I tried that shit on Ethereum, failed. Tried that shit on CB Zen, failed. But on OP Zen, I set up this position here and ain't nobody selling into it. It's actually out of range now. You motherfuckers. I need to adjust it. I need to adjust it so it's back in range, but I'm trying to figure it out. Like, are people really holding OP Zen and buying it? Because that means this is the most bullish Zen out. And if you don't have the mind share in OP Zen, or you don't have the tokens in OP Zen, or you've been selling your tokens in OP Zen, yeah, you're gonna be very hurt. Your heart's gonna be broke. And I wanted this to happen on CB Zen, but the only way we're gonna get this popping on CB Zen is if everybody understands that it's not ignorant to get involved. It's about building a village. And if everybody really believes in CB Zen and they perform the practices, minting, staking, burning, then it will essentially find its way. Because the inflation will find its way, bro. We just need a way for it to find its way. The same thing is going to happen on Zen, on Ethereum. Naturally, it's going to find its way. And everyone's going to be like, fuck, I got to figure this out. Why is it finding its way? And it's like, bruh, because the AMP is going down. Like, the AMP is going down by 1. So it's forcing you to realize there's less supply. And then also you have the gas. Gas is going to continue to fluctuate. On CB Zen, gas was nuts. On OP Zen, gas was kind of crazy this week. I actually boosted my gas up just saying, fuck it. Like, I was like, I got to keep minting it, Every day matters. So I was paying almost a penny per mint yesterday on OP Zen, but, had to do what I had to do. And yeah, that's kind of why, again, I hope that Ethereum and CB Zen and the rest of the Zens with a high AMP can all come to this consensus that it's not us versus us, it's us versus everyone. The only way for us to achieve us versus everyone is for everyone to understand the playbook, which is your mints are sacred. It's true. There's math behind this shit. Every time you mint your mint, there is no mint like that mint. There's a few of them that are like replicas, like in the same time frame, but they're all a little different. They're all a little unique. But yeah, again, that's some philosophy. You gotta love this ideology shit. You know what I'm saying? My bad. I haven't even been looking at the fucking chat. I've just been going off for 40 minutes because this weekend was a fucking tornado. Literally, actually, or not, yeah, there was a tornado or there was something, man. Tree fell down on the block and shit, smashed somebody's car. I was like, oh my God. Thank God that ain't my car. Times are changing. What's up, Frosty? What up, Simple? Simple Waters in the house. Fahad. Zinburn. Hearts into Trillions. What's up, EW? Nah, the world didn't rug crypto. Trump bombing shit is rugging crypto. Trump ain't gonna stop bombing nothing, man. What's up, Quantum Architect? What it do? Zen is degen until it's not. For real. I mean, that's what I mean though. It's a degen. It's not corporate. That's why it's the community has to come to. We're not fighting anymore. We have to peace treat each other. And I don't think that's ever going to happen, actually. I actually think that's impossible. From the way the chart works and the way the world works, I actually think it's fucking impossible. They've created the same chaos in crypto that they created in the stock market. And we let that shit happen. I even let that shit happen, essentially. I just got here. What the fuck have I been doing for 10 years in cryptocurrency? Just being a straight up degen. Like, there's zero credibility in being a degen, except maybe the voice that you take on. That sounds like a voice or some fucking shit. I don't know. But like, there's no credibility takeaways from degen world, except, man, you was really there. You know? Again, that's why corporate is credibility, is accolades. Give me a Nobel Peace Prize, brought peace to the world. That's funny. India tried to give Trump a fucking Nobel Peace Prize, and then he dropped bombs for peace. Oh, the world is upside down. The world is upside down. But yeah, the degen, it does no longer. I don't think it lives anymore on the layer 1. You know, back in the day, they used to have it where you seen tokens. Yeah, see, they changed it all now, but there used to be a time where everything was a token. Oh yeah, I guess that's token unlocks. Yeah, they gave up on that. They used to separate tokens and projects, or I mean tokens and blockchains, but now blockchains and tokens are all mixed together. That's something I hate about this modern crypto era. And again, that's why I'm like, yo, we gave it up already, bruv. When you root for a blockchain, you stop rooting for all of it. And there's like no way around it. Like, you can't not do it. You're born to some sort of nation. You're born some sort of color, you know? It's like you didn't end up in crypto because. It's like you ended up in crypto because it found you. And like whatever path you were taking to be discovered, like that's where you're going to build your loyalty. So I don't think it's actually possible to stop what is going on. The fragmentation is happening. That's why Ethereum was able to jump on it. I've been doing a lot of research on Optimism too, man. Optimism is pretty fucking cool. Like, I didn't know because I'm being ignorant, right? Like, my ignorance is that Ethereum is number 1. Duh. And that's why Optimism is on top of Ethereum. And it's actually like layer 2s are, if you're into ETH, then you have to root for a layer 2 because it's the only way it's going to scale. And I'm seeing this on Optimism. That's why I'm like, yo, I'm kind of bullish on ETH or Zen on Optimism, just based on it being one of the better tokens inside of the blocks. So like right now you can't probably see it because I bet nobody's fucking mining. Here, let's see. Nah, when someone's mining, the blocks be super packed, or they don't be as packed. Like it'd be like 1 to 5 transactions or whatever. So no one's mining right now. And this is kind of where I'm at with it. Every time people stop mining, Zen becomes deflationary. So the people who keep mining, you're the one that's gonna have all the Zen essentially. See, look at gas is going up, and now people's transactions are failing when they're trying to mint. They're trying to mint at the lowest way possible. Let's see. Oh, damn, that shit failing at 2 zeros and a 1. Gas is up over here. But yeah, so this is like the thing about OP that's pretty fascinating. Optimism mainnet hasn't actually grown, I think, yet. Like, I don't think it has its attraction. But what's really bullish about it is it's the stack that everyone's using. And the optimistic rollup is essentially, it's just the blob. It's like Vitalik's blob on top of ETH. So you know how I'd be like, oh man, if Vitalik dropped the chain, I'd totally be down for that. I think I just caught up to myself like this weekend, because that is fucking optimism. Like, Optimism started off as Plasma, and I didn't know that they were just making funny ass names for something so simple and basic. oh, we're gonna call it plasma because it is kind of like the bloodline of Ethereum, or like a like a vein, whatever that roll-up machine is. Right now, again, if you go here to L2 beat, you can see these things, but the most dominant stack type is Optimism. OP. And the reason for this is because Optimism is the hub. It's like it's almost like once you use OP or this optimistic rollup, you're in line with the Ethereum principles, right? So everything else is an experiment, but trying to take the principal state of Ethereum and make something different, right? That's how you get ZK rollups. Like, I didn't really know that this is what the fuck they were doing in ETH. Again, I'm on the token level. I just got up here and found out, damn, they're still degenning heavy. This is a degen heavy zone, and they be giving out grants for people to experiment in this particular area. So now I'm really understanding the current state of crypto. And we are beyond fragmented on a token level. We literally have the same mediocre virus that the regular world has, bro. There's no escaping it. I think the only way to escape this shit is to take Zen serious. The moment you take Zen serious, you might help change the way people start to think because you're doing it. Right? Like, every day I stay positive about Zen because, it maybe my positivity will spread like an aura vibe. Right? So maybe someone's aura farming for some Zen content. They catch my vibe and go, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to go and do something different today in Zen world. Right? That's where we are, really. Doesn't matter what you root for. Any of these tokens can be yours. There's nobody mining. So as soon as you start your journey, you are the CEO of that blockchain. Shout outs Rolando on PZ. I'm still holding down my fort though on CBZen. Don't get it twisted. I still fucking believe in this thing because I just think it's going through the unbelievable. Like, it's so hard to believe in it because the inflation is so high. So it has to beat that. And there are ways to beat it, but it takes a village, right? So we know for a fact OP's in is battle tested. This 1 amp is the wave. This is the real Zen right now. There is no other Zen like it. It does not need community. It does not need innovation. It just exists, bro. It just exists. Just like Bitcoin. This is probably the closest one to it. And since it's on Optimism, essentially it is the Bitcoin on Optimism. There's nothing else like it on Optimism. And Optimism is a full-blown blockchain. Right? OPZen is trading at number 8 in Optimism world. There's some big brain shit here, right? If you want to beat everybody, man, you need to get on your own right now and check out. This is what's funny. The ones that are trying to hodl position in their infinity chains, they probably won't come to conclusions that their amplified state is workable, which is fine. Because maybe it's workable to their ability, like for what they're using it for. But for mass adoption, that's where I'm headed in Zen. Like, I'm looking for the most adoptable chain where we can see the most change in perception. Not the same perception that's been holding Zen down, in my opinion. Like, that's why I wanted to believe in CBZen, because CBZen shows us that we can have inflation and have a price. But you can't have inflation and have a price if everyone's just going to keep dumping the coin. You know, and especially if there's always going to be a P versus P because again, the inflation is a hard fact. Like, even like I said, right now, me holding my CBZen is a fucking liability. And I know that because I like the coin. But this is a liability, bruv. This shit should be 100% in OPZen. This little funky $262. Like, it should be in OPZen because it's a better Zen token. Just by hard facts of the 1 amp and not having to speculate if someone's going to come and dump on my head. Right? Because I know you can't. It's the same thing over here. Right? So if I look here again, minted rewards, we see who has it. Minted rewards, 2. They got like 6. This person was like an hour ago. And that's why, this is pretty funny now. Because you can see, and this is the another part here. So we'll put it all together. So you can use XenPub. Ooh. OPZen gas will push up by us minting over there. Their validators love us. Otherwise, the chain would be dead from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. Yeah, I could feel that. I was looking at trying to maybe become a validator on Optimism. Like, if I had to root for something Ethereum, I could root for OP. Because now I totally get where we are. Now I'm like, oh, this is why I used to shit on it. Like, oh, nobody's there. It's like, duh, because they don't want anybody there. They want to keep it a blockchain. It does not become a blockchain, or it turns into a really big mediocre project once you add the fucking stars and lights, and they can't compete with Salana now. So Ethereum cannot compete with Salana. It's not possible. Base will do a layer 3 inside of the layer 2 on top of the layer 1 to compete with Salana, but I don't think Optimism will do that. I think they'll just keep it. Like, this experimental chain for layer 2s. It's a replica of Ethereum. It's kind of it's like you're exactly on ETH when it comes to gas because it's more realistic. Base is not realistic with the fucking 400 million gas in the blocks, bruv. That's not real. Like, oh my god, they pumped it up 10 more fucking gas units. That's crazy. I mean, they said they're doing this shit. So you can fit more Zen in the block now. How do we feel about this? Like, at first it was kind of fun, but like knowing that nobody was going to hold the coin, like, is this fucking good? Is this actually good for the Zen world? Man, it's such a weird one. What's in this block right here? Why is there some color? Okay. Making sure there's no Zen in there. But see, yeah, that's why I'm digging OP Zen as I'm doing my research, right? This is research. Y'all are seeing the R&D. This is what you should be doing yourself so you can feel comfortable with your decisions that you're making, right? Gas limit is what truly matters because that's the value in the block. Technically, it should match Ethereum, right? But Base is not going for that. Base is going for world domination. Right? The only way to dominate the world is to use more gas. The only way to use more gas is to open up the limits. Right? So I'm still trying to figure out what in the fuck are they designing over here? Because I don't know what they're designing. Like, it's a weird design at this point. That's why I do believe they'll do probably like a layer 3 inside of Base to extend the network. It'll be even more centralized. But they'll be able to hit that TPS that X1, Salana, Sui, Aptos, all these Rust chains like are really, and that's what it might be. It might be a layer 3 Rust chain. I wonder if that exists. It's just me thinking out loud before I sign off. Yeah, so Rust is the end game in blockchain right now. That's why it's very, very, very important if you're going to start from scratch to use Rust because you can't compete. It's like a moon race or a nuke race. You can't compete with these TPS because you're not on the kernel, aka the processor. You're just kind of like on a virtual processor. Kind of like an aux core, like, You're on the aux, bro. You're definitely not in the booth. So yeah, this is funny. Yes, there are several layer 3 blockchains built in Rust. Yeah, Fuel. Oh, Starknet. Starknet has a Rust beta layer 3. And that's what I mean. Layer 3 in crypto would just essentially be a blob on top of a blob. Because Base is a blob on top of Ethereum. So if Base wants to go faster, it needs to make a chain on top of its chain that's relaying back to the one. Because that's the problem in crypto, is that we've fragmented away from the other chain, and your ledger is on Base. That's what Zen is proving to everybody. Okay, Zen is proving that the ledger matters, because the ledger can't handle these types of programs still. Maybe it can handle transactions, but like a real living organism on top of the chain, is not the move. We that is why we're moving into different blockchains, because we want that. We want an application in the chain, right? Running in the chain, identity in the chain. We can move into the future with, you can give your kid a PK that's like a social. Right, and every time they take an Instagram photo, maybe they save one to their PK or some dumb shit. I don't know how people will use this technology. But what I do know is that every single Zen coin is a representation of the state that it exists on. And we are seeing that these robust states are not as robust as they are marketed. And most of the time, it is simply based on the technology, not necessarily the development. Like, the development would and could push it further, but that's just it. It's development. You need to redo the tech. And they're doing patchwork with this gas limit shit. Like, let's go to real Ethereum. Etherscan. Happy Monday, crypto blood bath lovers. Hell yeah to that. Give me a discount. That's what I'm always screaming. Give me a discount. Damn. What? Transaction heat map. Ooh, that's cool. This is new. I've never seen this before. What am I looking at? Analysis. Oh, they changed the analysis tab. Wow, this is really cool. Oh. This should have died out. Unique address is incoming. No one's using this anymore. This shit is dead as hell. That's what I mean. Nobody's here anymore. So it's like anybody participating, you're like foraging the forest for mushrooms and berries. You're like, man, this is a killer spot. I hope nobody finds out about it. Let me just keep foraging until the creative or the tragedy of commons shows up. That's going to be in gas. So we'll see that in gas first. The tragedy of commons, where we're sharing. We're seeing that on Optimism already. Like, we're sharing the gas. Some people will stop. Some people will start up again. It'll peak where it's just too high for the whole quorum. And then it'll get back again to where it needs to be, and everybody will start mining again. So it's pretty fascinating. But yeah, you'll see here the gas limit on real Ethereum is 35 million Gwei, 36 million Gwei. So that is realistic ETH. Like, what Base is doing is inflating expectation. Again, I feel like they're doing this for accounts. Like, that's one thing I can see it for. Like, because they want to. There's a lot of unanswered problems. Like, how do you keep? Like I'm saying, how do you keep like 20 years of someone's life on chain? That's a lot of gigabyte. Like, imagine if your life was a gigabyte, or like everything in you. Like, I'm 34 years old, so like I have like a fucking crazy giant gigabyte worth of information, like memories and shit. You know, like, how do you transform that, or how do you transmit that to the internet of things, aka blockchain? Because a lot of individuals will want to bring their life on a chain, just like they did with TikTok. Like, there's so much useless content on TikTok, bro. Like, fuck. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I need to sign off. Okay, I'm starting to go into a whole other tangent and some dumb shit. Shout out to everybody that's been chilling with me, man. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe button. I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow. But I just had to get that off my chest for this weekend, man. XEN is looking really good. All right. The world is looking kind of bad. So we're in a good spot. But you just need to wake up. Wake up, man. P.o.P XEN is where we are now. This is where we're going to have to go. Unless people are going to pump our charts. And I don't know if they will. Everybody seems to not like us. But hey, P.o.P XEN again, they are showing they have the tech. So might be the time to turn into some layer 2 maxis. Gotta go. Peace.